Welcome back. Ultimate Fighting Cappers are here. Adrian and Jordan are back for our first pay-per-view card of the YouTube series career, and it's a pretty shit one. But last week we absolutely killed it. Up to 3 videos so far. We're 7-1 on locks. If you tail us, you make money, man. That's it. Like, if you faded us last week, you definitely lost. If you tailed us last week, you definitely won. We had some big swingers there. We had what was his name? Chimaev and Kevin Holland swinging big. We had David Dvorak swinging big.
What's his name too? Costa.
Yeah, Randy Costa with the first round KO. We called that one as well.
We did the under and the KO.
Exactly, brothers. So
money,
we are swimming in it. Ryan Spann, Johnny Walker, that was the only, and the Mirsad Bektic fight were the only 2.
Yeah. I had a feeling Johnny was gonna win too, but I just
he's a wild cannon.
I couldn't bet money on him, so I went the other way. But it's whatever. We'll rebound this week.
Let's start it off. 2 trash cans fighting it off at the beginning. We have
UFC.
Khadis Ibragimov versus Danilo Marquez.
Classic ground versus striker. The ground guy kind of sucks though. Danilo Marquez.
Let's see Let's start off with Danilo. Let's see his opponents. The guys who he won with, and the guy here, get in here. The guy he has defeated have been 5-4, 0-16, 5-9, 0-3, 8-17. Those were his wins. His losses, only decent records: 6-6, 13-6.
Does he have any wins by knockout? No, right?
Nothing.
Only losses.
Yeah, he has 1 submission, 2 submission.
Oh yeah, wins. He's more of a ground submission.
This is the grappler guy, and Khadis Ibragimov, another can here. He's been absolutely he just got cleaned by Roman Dolidze, who didn't fight for I think 2 years before that fight. Yeah,
he lost to Ed Herman, which
literally didn't fight.
Ed Herman just won a controversial
versus Mike Rodriguez.
Which is bullshit.
We're not going to talk about that one, and then he lost to Dan Unjog, who was an absolute tear. This guy's fighting Sam Alvey, I think, in November. At the end of October, and Sam Alvey, good luck, brother, because this guy's going to kill you.
Yeah.
But to go with the prediction, I'm going to go with Khadis Ibragimov, even though he's been kind of a can lately. I think he just has that wild style, and he might just clip Danilo on the chin and take him out. But, that's how I see that fight going. Definitely a stay-away fight. Fade this for all you can do.
Yeah, stay away. My prediction would be not to go the distance. Either Khadis Ibragimov is going to knock him out, or Danilo Marquez is going to submit him.
Yeah.
I don't think it goes to decision because their gas tanks are so bad. So I'm going to go Khadis Ibragimov by KO.
The next fight here, we have the only heavyweight fight of the night. We have the second fight, Jess Hughes versus Juan Espino. Juan Espino, we last saw him in 2018 when he won the Ultimate Fighter. That was actually the last time the Ultimate Fighter was on TV. And Juan Espino took it, but then he's just been chilling on an island in Spain ever since then.
Yeah, let's see what
he's fought in Maurice Green, beat him, decent fight. All Ultimate Fighter, Ben Sassoli, that was also a good victory.
Hell yeah.
And Jeff Hughes, I think he's 0-2-1 in the UFC with the no contest to Todd Duffy with the eye poke. Losses to Maurice Green and Rafael Pessoa.
A better Maurice Green, though, I think, is that's a later and more improved Maurice Green.
Beat Maurice Green in the LFA to win the title. He was the heavyweight champion of LFA, but that means fuck all. So
what's your predictions?
My prediction is Juan Espino to submit him. I think even though we haven't seen him for 2 years, I just think this guy, he's 39 years old, but he still has the technique, the ability to get Jeff Hughes to the ground, and once that happens, it's over. I think the only outlet here for Jeff Hughes is to put him out cold in the first round, but other than that.
I'm going to go the other way. If I'm going to bet, I'm going to say not to go the distance. It's another fight where knockout artist versus
stay
submission.
Away again, yeah.
Submission versus knockout, I'd bet not to go the distance. But, I have a feeling that Jeff Hughes is going to light him out. He's been away for the game too long.
He's been Stipe Miocic's training partner, too, out of Ohio.
He's been in the grind. So, I give it to the guy who's been more. We've noticed that long layoffs never pay well to fighters. So I'm going to go Jeff Hughes.
Alrighty.
Definitely not a lock.
Definitely not a lock at all. Moving on to my second favorite fight of the night. We have William Knight versus Alexa Kamur. Let's start off with William Knight here. Just came off of a devastating, brutal Contender Series KO victory. Not much to say about this guy. He's a brawler, an absolute tank who just keeps on coming forward with pressure. His only loss was to another guy who just won the Contender Series, the Don, what was his name? Tafon the Don Nchukwi, which was I watched that fight a couple times over, and it was a bad ref stoppage, honestly.
Horrible.
William Knight was still in the fight there, and he could have got back up. He was defending the shots from to Nchukwi on the ground, but I think it would be a nice rematch. And on the other hand, we have Alexa Kamur, that is also coming out of the same camp out of Ohio, which is Stipe Miocic trains at. What is that? Yeah, Strong Style Fight Team. 6-0 record, 1-0 inside the UFC. I really watched the Justin Ledet fight closely, and as we know, Justin Ledet got finished by Johnny Walker, and I don't remember who else, but Alexa Kamur, yeah, he just kind of danced around Ledet, didn't really show as much, gassed out in the third round. I'm going to go with William Knight by KO in the first round. What do you think, Jordan?
I'm actually going to go the opposite. I'm going to go Alexa Kamur to win, and if I had to say the path of victory, I'm going to say knockout.
Oh, yeah?
I think he's going to finish William Knight, yep. I didn't know I didn't really watch any of his fights. And then I saw some tape, and I liked what I saw more than what I saw from William Knight. So he's more of the fluid striker. William Knight's more stiff and strong.
Stiff, but if he lands that bomb, it's lights out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Moving on to another crazy fight. I think this is going to be fight of the night right here. Shane Young versus a new up-and-comer, Ludovic Klein out of Eastern Europe. You want to take this one away first, Jordan?
Yeah, like I said, this card's shit, and, these guys are no names. Yeah, he's City Kickboxing, which is where Adesanya trains out of, and Kayakar France, and all those guys.
Dan Hooker.
Dan Hooker. But I'm going Ludovic Klein. I just like what I see more in him. He's younger. I think he wants it more. He's more of the fluid striker. I think this fight is not going to the distance. I think there's going to be a lot of fights that don't go the distance, but I'm going to go Ludovic Klein. How about you, brother?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Ludovic Klein as well. I really like the new up-and-coming Eastern European guys that are coming out. Even the one guy in the Contender Series, Uros Medic. That guy looked crazy. Can't wait to see his fight. But David Dvorak just last week. I think this guy is actually the first ever Slovakian to be in the UFC. And he's just an animal. This guy is a very crazy pressure fighter. He's not going to stop coming at Shane Young. I don't know if you saw what Shane Young did at the face-offs, but he started doing some screaming and yelling.
Was that Shane Young?
Yeah.
That was him?
Yeah. He was going crazy, man.
Dude, that was some weird shit.
Haven't seen that, I think it's called a haka or something.
He's like,
he was screaming Samoan shit.
Dana White was not happy about it. He was like, what the fuck is going on?
Dana White was scared shitless. He was just trying to shake his hand, and this guy kept on coming forward. But yeah, usually the antics like that, you see right through him.
He looks sucked out. And I hope Ludovic Klein wins. The more humble guy.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna go with Ludovic Klein by decision here. Moving on to the fifth fight of the night, we have Diego Sanchez for Jake Matthews. Diego Sanchez should be retired. He shouldn't have fought after that Michel Pereira fight, which is he just pissed on his whole career, man. He had a nice career, could have went out in the legend, UFC Hall of Fame, MMA Hall of Fame, But what did he do there, man?
He still is. He's still going to go to Hall of Fame. But
whatever.
he won't be remembered maybe by the younger generation like us as, Hall of Fame.
Pereira should have won that fight, man. There was like 2 minutes left in the third round. He should have just got up and ran around. Like, Pereira would have danced with him for the rest of the fucking fight.
What's his name? The carpenter, Clagudo, recently?
Oh, Diego Sanchez?
Yeah.
Yeah, he beat Mickey Gall, but like everybody beats Mickey Gall, man. But yeah,
ground and pound too. That's embarrassing. Mickey Gall should be ashamed. You're from New Jersey, bad way to represent.
Jake Matthews, I think is gonna take this guy. I think he's gonna submit Diego Sanchez. Diego Sanchez never been submitted before, but I think it's gonna happen this fight. Jake Matthews by submission, my pick.
Jake Matthews, I've been watching him forever now, and I love him. Big fan of him, humble guy, all business. Doesn't do any antic bullshit like fucking, what's his name?
Pereira?
The one who screamed.
Shane Young.
Yeah, I'm going Jake Matthews, TKO.
Moving on to the next fight of the night, which is the 6th fight of the night. Brad Riddle versus Alex De Silva here. You want to start it off, Jordan?
Yeah.
You getting tired of these fights already?
No. Yeah, I guess so, right? Till the main event, maybe I'll wake up. I didn't really like what I see from De Silva. It's just, these fights are so bad that, like, watching film on these guys isn't even fun. His stand-up's horrible. Brad Riddle is a fucking animal. City kickboxing. Come on. He trains with Dan Hooker, like we said, Adesanya. Dude's a fucking beast. Beat Magomedov, which is no fucking flake. I'm gonna go Brad Riddle by TKO.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you here. Don't really know much about either fighter. To me, it's up in the air. I like the fight to go the distance here. But, I'm going to go Brad Riddle by decision. Moving on to the 7th fight of the night. Another really good fight, I think. We have Hakeem Dawodu versus Zubaira Tukhugov. And Tukhugov missed weight by 4 pounds today. Can you believe that, man?
What a fucking bum.
Imagine you going to work and you don't do something at work one day and they just take 30% of your paycheck for
40,
the whole.
No?
Yeah, I think it's 30, 20 or 30.
No, the is 40. I think every pound is 10%.
Yeah, which is the craziest thing ever. He shouldn't even be allowed to fight, to be honest. He looked like he just didn't care. He was still flexing on the scale for some reason. You just missed weight by 4 pounds. Why the fuck are you happy? Anyways, 4-inch reach advantage for Hakeem Dawodu. That at this weight class, that really means a lot. I think he's going to be able to dance around Zubaira Tukhugov, get him to the ground, eventually either win by ground and pound or submission in the second round. That's going to be my prediction. What do you think, Jordan?
I think Zubair Tukhugov is better over round. He's got the better grappling. The more power in his strikes. He doesn't throw as much as Hakeem Dawodu. Hakeem Dawodu is more of a pressure, throws a bunch of punches and combinations, which I love, instead of just a one-punch knockout. That's more Zubair Tukhugov. Missing weight could either mean that you drained yourself and you fucking killed yourself to make the weight and you couldn't make it and now you're going to perform like shit, or you didn't care enough and you rather be the heavier and bigger guy for the advantage of your opponent. That's what's scary, is you never know. It could either benefit you or complete opposite and fuck you over. I'm going to go, just because you missed weight, I'm going to stay away. But, if I had to pick, I'd pick not to go to decision. But if I had to pick a winner, I'm going Hakeem Dawodu.
Women's MMA, people. Ketlin Vieira versus Ciara Eubanks.
Ew.
What the fuck is going on here? Ketlin Vieira just got cleaned by Aldana her last fight.
I was fucking hyped. I bet Vieira that fight, and Aldana just fucking slapped her.
That was a clean knockout. Can't wait for Holly Holm.
I've never seen a clean knockout like that in MMA before.
Women's MMA, at least.
Yeah, women's MMA. Yeah. That's what I mean. Sorry.
Yeah, Aldana versus Holly Holm is going to be a great fight. But this fight is sweet and simple. I like the role that Ciara Eubanks is on. I like her odds here at plus 160. We're gonna at least I'm gonna take Ciara Eubanks by ground and pound in the second round.
Oh, you're going to finish, huh?
Yeah.
I think Kayla Vieira is going to be very timid because her last fight, so she's going to be hesitant. She's not going to throw as much combination. Sarah Eubanks has the momentum.
Coming off hot wins.
I was going to say, she's proven that she can win as underdog, and I'm going with Sarah Eubanks by decision.
Let's do it here, brother. 9th fight of the night. Pretty cool one.
Here we go,
You might say, finally getting to the good stuff here.
Top 3 carbs, best fights of the night.
Yep, this is the it's like a fucking really long ass appetizer that you just fucking hate. And then you have your favorite meal here for the
veggies.
You got a nice fucking like a steak and lobster fucking for the main card here. We have Kai Kara France versus Brandon Royval. Take it away, Jordan.
I was leaning towards Kai Kara France. I really was. I love the kid. Humble. I like his striking, but
great pressure fighter, man.
Great pressure fighter.
Great win over that Polish guy in his last fight.
Tyson
Nam, yeah.
Lost to Brandon Moreno, which, Brandon Moreno's a dog. He's huge for that division. Beat Marco De La Rosa.
Not really a good win, but...
yeah, nothing special.
Tyson Nam win looks better and better, though. Tyson Nam's been cleaning motherfuckers left and right, so...
yeah, but I just think that was just, Tyson Nam not performing to what he could, do. This guy lost to Casey Kenny, which Casey Kenny's an animal.
Yeah, it's
losing to Tim Elliott the whole fight and then gets caught. Nate Williams. All right, so basically I'm just going to shoot straight to the point. I'm going Kara France. I would stay away, but I want Kara France. Maybe I'm favoritism it. I don't even know. I'm favoriting him, excuse me. But, I mean, at the end of the day, if Kara France goes to the ground with this guy, he's getting tapped out. So, I mean, it's either Brendan Royal's submission or Kara France by decision. He's not knocking him out. It'll go to decision. So, my bet is I'd bet the over 2.5. I think it's going to go over 2.5. I don't think it's going under 2.5. So.
Yeah. I just don't... If it stands up, I don't really see Kara France doing much. There's a 5.5-inch, 6.5-inch reach advantage almost, and 5-inch height advantage for Brandon Royval. Now, that is huge at the flyweight weight class right here. Sorry for the little pause there. I had to collect my thoughts. We have Brandon Raw Dog Royval coming in at a plus 190, a live dog. That is a super, super, super live dog. I think he might even get the submission in the first or second round if he's able to get Kara France to the ground. We saw how he dealt with the pressure fighter that Tim Elliott is. Tim Elliott doesn't stop coming in your face, and he was able to get through that and then wrestle Tim Elliott to the ground in that second round and get the finish. And I think it's going to be the exact same way with Kara France. I think Tim Elliott stylistically is kind of the same kind of fighter as Kara France is, and this is why I think Brandon Royval is going to get it done in the second round by submission.
Look at the height and reach advantage, too.
Yeah, I was just saying that. It's crazy. Dominic Reyes versus Jan Blachowicz in the co-main event here.
Let's go, baby. All right, now I'm waking up a little bit.
Now we got the juice flowing. Now we got the crazy shit.
I can't wait for this fight. I fucking can't wait for this fight.
Yeah, both absolute animals. Many can argue that Dominic Reyes beat John Jones in his last fight, winning the second and fourth round. But
I mean, if you look back at the tape, though, all the oohs from the crowd make it look like he's landing. But,
exactly.
But he's not really landing anything. If you watch the highlights, John Jones won that fight.
Yeah, it's up in the air, but on the cards, it's official. John Jones won. On the other hand, we have my boy Jan Blachowicz, an absolute dog who's been cleaning everybody in his path since he has lost to Thiago Santos. And this guy has some insane wins. Let's go down the list here. Devin Clark, Cannonier, Manua, Nikita Krylov, Luke Rockhold, Souza, Corey Anderson. He has ran through the light heavyweight division, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, he only lost to Patrick Cummins after that. I mean, Patrick Cummins a horrible
Those were losses. I
think he learned his lesson because then it was 4 wins. And then 3, so he's 7-1 and he lost to Thiago Santos, who I think arguably beat John Jones. I agree. If you had a favorite fighter to beat him, it was either Reyes or Thiago, and I'd pick Thiago just because Thiago actually landed, and he landed mean leg kicks, and I think Thiago won that fight. And I think Thiago would beat Reyes. And my decision is going to be. I mean, everyone's picking Reyes, and you know what? I'm not everybody. I'm a fucking wolf. I'm a leader.
Wow.
I'm my DFS king. So you know, I'm going with my guy John Blockowitz by TKO.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to. My heart is telling me to go for Jan Blachowicz, and my mind is telling me that Reyes is just gonna pick him apart for 5 rounds. My lock here is over 2.5. You'll see it in the locks later in the video. But yeah, I'm gonna go Jan Blachowicz TKO in the first round, and we're gonna hope and pray.
Hope that happens.
Yeah, I mean, judging how he KO'd Luke Rockhold and Corey Anderson clean lately, I know that Polish power is there. The main event of the evening here, ladies and gentlemen,
Polo Borracha Costa.
Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya. We have Paulo Bohachinho, the eraser Costa.
The man.
Then the main event of the evening.
And you watch the interview, you have to watch the interview.
It's time.
He's like, I like your earrings. You look beautiful. I think my mom has the same pair. Paulo Costa is the man.
Paulo Costa is living rent-free inside Israel Adesanya's head.
He's under. I've never seen Adesanya like that.
He is reacting. God bless you.
Thank you. He's under his skin for sure.
He's reacting so much differently to any other shit talk that I've seen. Adesanya acts like a little kid, man. Did you see the face-offs? What he
went to go shake his hand and then saying that, I can't stand this guy. I don't think one person I've talked to is rooting for this guy. But at the end of the day, his skills are unmatched. I mean, his striking, his way to avoid punches, his cardio. His heart.
The reach advantage is insane.
Calvin Gastelum, I mean, that fight showed me a lot about his heart. He could have gave up.
On the other hand, a lot of people are saying that, Costa's never been in a 5-round fight. The only fucking 5-round fight that Adesanya has been in is with fucking Kevin Gastelum.
Yeah.
And Kevin Gastelum is on a shit losing streak right now, arguably on his way out of the UFC if he loses 1 or 2 more.
Yeah, I'd say 2.
Yeah.
Because, he's fought dogs. I mean, he's fighting.
He's ran through the ringer. Yeah, you got that right. Yeah.
He's not fighting nobody. He's like fucking Chris Weidman. But at the end of the day, my heart tells me Costa. My mind tells me Adesanya. I want Costa to win so bad. So when I say this pick, it's something that I hate saying, but I'm going to have to go with Adesanya. I think that his reach and his striking is just too versatile. I hope Costa knocks him out, and I'm not going to bet this fight. I'm going to stay away.
We're just going to watch it.
I'm just going to watch because if I would bet, I would bet Adesanya. But if Costa won, I'd be so happy. So I'm definitely going with Adesanya, but I'm staying away, and I hope Costa wins.
I just don't see why Adesanya is nearly a -200 favorite. It's crazy.
Yeah, it should be more pick 'em.
I'm going to go with Paulo Costa here. And moving on to our locks.
Baby.
I have 2 locks for you. I'm going to go with Jan Blachowicz, Dominic Reyes over 2.5 rounds. And I'm going to go Hakeem Dawodu money line. Gives you a nice juicy parlay if you want to put them together at plus 290. That's at least what I got at my book. So that's going to be my lock and parlay for this week's plays.
I'm going to give you 2 locks. I'm going to do Alex Kamara, Willie Knight not to go the distance. That fight is not going the distance.
100%, yeah.
And then I'm going to go Kaylen Vieira, Sarah Eubanks over 2.5. And then I'm going Hakeem Dawodu and Zubar not to go the distance. So I'm going to lock those 3 in a parlay. For sure. Over 2.5, Kaylen Vieira and Sarah Eubanks.
Those are your locks and parlays?
Yeah,
Same
locks
thing?
and parlays.
Okay.
Yep. Those are my locks, and that's what I'm going to play in parlays. Yep.
All right, boys. UFC 253.
Hey, DFS King. Fuck you. I'm just kidding, but you suck, bro. This guy's...
We're not kidding. DFS King is shit, man.
All those guys you watch on YouTube, they're in partners with fucking DraftKings.
Listen,
they always tell you to bet the favorite when they know the fucking underdog's gonna win, and then you fucking lose money.
Shout out the real though. Shout out the real.
The Weasel.